it. Yes. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you're so very welcome indeed. When I tell you that Katt Williams has opened a whole can of worms that I don't think is going to be over for a very long time, it is getting deeper and deeper and deeper. That's my mama. Let me pick up the phone. Hello, mama.
I miss you.
I miss you more, Mommy Kings. How are you, sunshine?
I'm just missing you. There's no sunshine. It's moonshine. Beautiful.
I'm filming. Yes, Mama. You like my hair? It's growing.
I love your hair. I love your dress.
I love you.
I love your smile.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you. I will call you the second I'm done.
Okay, darling.
All right, I live for you. You're looking nice.
The Emperor.
Emperor Adrian, he didn't want to go to school this morning. Ula had to take him. He refused. Then when he got to school, he saw his other little girlfriend and he was like, ah! And he ran away. And he didn't even say goodbye. How is Daddy?
Daddy is fine. Our washing machine has broken down, so he's busy with that. There's always something happening here.
Nkechi, there's always something. There's always something. Okay, I'll call you back. As soon as I'm done, I'll call you back. Love you, mommy. Kiss.
Okay, love
yeah,
you.
love you, baby. Love you. So, like I was saying, Katt Williams had this interview, this fabulous interview with Shannon Sharpe. And, of course, it has gained so many millions of views. To be honest, I sat back and I'm really, 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 really happy for Shannon Sharpe, because Shannon Sharpe had tried to do 1 or 2 talk shows, daytime thingies, and they didn't work out for whatever reason. But you know me and my God, I trust in him in everything, and I say it out there because I speak to him all the time. And I always tell you guys, if something doesn't work out, 99.9 is because he's got something better for you. And this interview with Katt Williams has really legitimized Shannon as well. I mean, forget the views, forget how much money he might have made, forget even Katt. The fact that it happened on Sharpe's platform, that's what I'm singing praises for, to say, Shannon, you did a good job. It was you, it was your numbers, it was your time. Like everybody got a time. Anyway, like we all know in these YouTube streets, that's something to look at, nothing to sneeze at. Then I bumped into one other channel. Excuse me while I double check this. It was DHE Highlights. Coincidental, because you know when you're scrolling through YouTube, I do the same thing too. Yep. I just saw Denzel Washington. And it was interesting because it was an old video. And when I clicked onto it, I also saw Viola Davis. And you know, for me, I was like, Denzel and Viola know each other. And yet, of course, they would have known each other. Not through the films that they have done, but the auditions that they met each other at. I say that because I was out in Cali for 10 years and that's what we did. You know each other, you support each other, you root for each other. If I don't get it, I hope you do too. You know. And so when certain films, projects, television, whatever comes up, all the brothers and sisters are out. Needless to say, Viola was kind of hunched on the side. I'm going to play it. She was hunched on the side to say, Denzel, you're a bigger actor than me, so you can afford to tell this story. That was how it came off, because you could tell that she already knew what he was going to say. Denzel now goes on. There's an interviewer. I don't know who she is. And it seems like they have a kind of live audience. And he goes on to tell this story about how maybe Jewish producers, directors had this project, had this film, of how this black man, you know, slept with a white woman and they're trying to kill him 100 different ways, but he resists. And they were all laughing. The audience, I peeped it right away. Then, you know, Denzel said, you know what, how about, you know, you have a whole bunch of Jewish guys in a room and instead of water, there's gas. The audience fell silent. And he said, right, what you think you're telling me is funny, it's not funny to me, just like it's not funny to you. And I said, the kahunas, that is the guts, the courage to stand up and tell whoever that was in a room full of whoever they were in a studio, and you not made it yet. I lived and I love Denzel even more. I loved him before, but this new clip, I loved him.
Being on the stage, the amount of training we had, you know, the sitting party, I was very fortunate. In fact, he came to no, I talked to him before that, but I think it was when we came to Soldier's Play. And he said, "You're good."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and wow. I got a part in a movie in 1986. I called it The Nigga They Couldn't Kill. Oh. Yeah, he was supposed to be, he raped a white woman, and they tried to electrocute him, but it didn't work. And he became sort of a cult hero. No, not that one. That was the other awful one. But and then they tried to hang him, and they tried to do all this stuff. And I had a lot of training day in me. And there were some Jewish people in the audition, and I said, yeah. They said, no, it's funny. It's like they hang them and then they can't. I said, yeah, like you bring some Jewish people into a room and they think it's a shower, but it's gas. Oh. And they said, right. I said, right. That ain't funny. Mm. So to me, it wasn't funny about putting a rope around my MFN neck either. I made a point. The guy was like, who the hell is this little nigga talking like this? So anyway, make a long story long, I called Sidney, and I was sick because he told me to call him. If I, you know, I said, man, they offered me $600,000 to play the nigga they couldn't kill. And he said, I'm not going to tell you what to do. He said, I'm not going to tell you that, Denzel. He says, but I can tell you this. The first 2 or 3 or 4 films you do in this business will dictate how you're perceived in this business. Mm-hmm. So you make a decision. You know, he didn't tell me what to do, and I'll give him credit for that. And I turned it down, and 6 months later, I got Cry Freedom and got an Oscar nomination. So it could have gone an entirely, you know, you never know. Mm-hmm. It could have gone, my whole career could have gone an entirely different way, well, in a different way.
Okay, Ms. Davis?
And all the Jewish people now be just making a point. But I was dead serious about that because they were laughing. Like, oh no, it's funny. They electrocute him, and then I could just see the poster with me with a rope around my neck. You know, I just had dreams about it. Like,
I have a question.
That wacky guy they tried to kill.
Viola has talked about this before, all of the schooling that they did. I went to Actor Studio. I auditioned for James Lipton. And there's nobody higher than that. And I lived and I loved what I did. Oh, this necklace has broken. You know, it's just one of those days when I tell you, I'm all over the place. It has actually broken. I live for it though. I live for it. Because one of you said, Fumi, wear a necklace. I said, I try, you know. But I'm always busy running around trying to get 1 or 2 things going. I like it, actually. I was going to throw this away. Now I will not. This is going to be, and then you know what, I'll give it a lower note here. And he went on to say that he took advice from one of his mentors. And the mentor said, Denzel, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but your choices made in this industry, it will change the trajectory of your future, of what your career could be in this industry. He turned it down. $600,000, which is a lot of money even in today, and we're talking about 1986. And he went on to do great films. So I stand 10 toes deep with Katt Williams. It really just sheds a huge light on the shenanigans that has been going on in Hollywood, but I think is going to come to an end. And I'm really, really, really happy about that. I also have a very special message I want to tell you, Fumi Nation. You are the best. You really are the best. I love you guys. I sincerely do. When I come out here and I talk and I laugh with you, I really feel as if you're right here in my sitting room and we're all having fun. And you've watched me through these 10 years. And about 3 weeks ago, I came to you and I asked you if I should do the Real Housewives of London because I had been offered. The money was fabulous. I would have lived for it because I'm self-funding my brand, as you very well know. Well, if you don't know, I do. I don't have any investors. Everything is funded really from Ula's pocket and for whatever savings I've been able to make from YouTube and from other collaborations that I've done through the years, because we don't really spend any money. As you very well know, Ula and finances, razor sharp. If it's not from Marks and Spencer, he doesn't really care. And I buy a lot from H&M. We just keep it really copacetic. Everything in our house is IKEA or it's bare. We don't mind. We're happy. And so I turned it down because you had very strong opinion about me and going ahead and doing the Real Housewives of London. Quiet as it's kept, I really did want to do it. I really did want to do it, and I thought, I'll be positive, I'll try and stay positive. But you were so adamant, Fumi, it's not going to be for you. And I think part of it is because we are almost at 700,000, the nearer towards the million as opposed to 100,000. We're really, you know, going in the other direction now. And I was amazed at myself at how much I respected your opinion, but how much your opinion meant to me. Let's put those out there. But I was shocked at myself at how much I really believed in your opinion. I believed it. I believed that this was the right way to go. Fumi Nation will never ever steer me wrong. And for them to feel the way that they feel, they're right. That is how I felt. And so I turned it down. And I was a little bit like, well, I have another offer. I cannot say anything more. But you're going to love it. You're going to love it. And I sat back and I was like, oh wow, and I had a tear in my eye. And my agent said, Fumi, your name is circulating in the studios now. It is. And I'm just humbled and I am grateful. Because in my wildest dreams, when Ula told me in 2013 to start a YouTube channel after I had gotten fired, in my wildest dreams did I think I'll be here. And so I am saying all of this because we are going to have to push the brand. Why would you do it before the show when you can do it after or during the show? And that's all I can say. I cannot say anything else. But I wanted to say thank you. Not even 3 weeks. Not even 3 weeks when this other offer came to his table. And I am just so humbled. And I want you to be there. The second I am green-lit-ish to share a little bit more, I'll be up here. And things are going to change. Because I will not be here every day. I will not be able to be here every day. But I wanted to tell you today, and I want you to keep that in your back pocket. I will never abandon this channel. I will always come back, even if it's once a month. I will have it in my contract that I have to do that because I have a family I have to see. Because you've been riding high with me every day. And that was why I felt, let me come out here and say this story, because I completely understood it. Completely. You know, your integrity is at stake. The way people see you is at stake. Your brand is at stake. Everything. And you look at this colossal amount of coin, because it was a colossal amount of coin. It was good. They came back and doubled the coin because they really wanted me. And I said no. And once I said no, the more, you know, there was pushback. I just was like, this ain't for me. So that is what I have to tell you today, my darlings. I love you, Fumi Nation. I love you. I love you so much. You are the gift that keeps on giving. And I'll do right by you. I truly will. I'm only one person. A lot takes time. I have a little 5-year-old son. And it seems as if every 4, 5, 6 months, things keep on changing for me. And I'm trying to keep up. But above all else, I am so grateful. And I am so grateful that this has happened in my later years because I'm much more level-headed. I think when I was younger, I was a little reckless because we don't have a sense of danger and we don't have a sense of time past. Now, I value everything. I value time. And if I can't speak to you right away, I sure will pick up. And I pick up when my mom calls. I pick up when Ula calls. I pick up when my friends call. I pick up the phone. You know, because there's gratitude. Everything is with gratitude. So, Fumi Nation, my daughters, my sisters, my aunties, if you feel any kind of way about anything, do it. Age is so just a number. And it seems as if, however old you are, you come with an advantage. And they love it and they live for it. Cut your hair. Free yourself. If you don't want to wear the makeup, don't wear the makeup. If you want to go ahead and start running and do bodybuilding, go ahead and do it. You want to go back to college? Go. You want to go to another city? Go. You're in love with this guy 10 years younger than you? Fall in love and enjoy it. I am beginning to see that this life, there are no limits. Because I'm going to be 55 in April. And I'm having a blast. I'm having the most fun I have ever had in my entire life. And I am the most happy. Ain't that a trip? Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button. And I will see you guys. What? I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love.
Being on the stage, the amount of training we have had, you know, the sitting party, I was very fortunate. In fact, he came no, I talked to him before that, but I think it was when we came to Soldier's Play. And he said, "You're good."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and wow. I got a part in a movie in 1986. I called it The Nigga They Couldn't Kill. Oh. Yeah, he was supposed to be, he raped a white woman and they tried to electrocute him, but it didn't work. And he became sort of a cult hero. No, not that one. That was the other awful one. But and then they tried to hang him and they tried to do all this stuff. And I had a lot of training day in me. And there were some Jewish people in the audition, and I said, yeah. They said, no, it's funny. It's like they hang them and then they can't. I said, yeah, like you bring some Jewish people into a room and they think it's a shower, but it's gas. Oh. And they said, right. I said, right. That ain't funny. So to me, it wasn't funny about putting a rope around my MFN neck either. I made a point. The guy was like, who the hell is this little nigga talking like this? So anyway, make a long story long, I called Sydney and I was sick because he told me to call him. If I said, man, they offered me $600,000 to play the nigga they couldn't kill. And he said, I'm not going to tell you what to do. He said, I'm not going to tell you that, Denzel. He says, but I can tell you this. The first 2 or 3 or 4 films you do in this business will dictate how you're perceived in this business. Mm-hmm. So you make a decision. You know, he didn't tell me what to do, and I give him credit for that. And I turned it down, and 6 months later, I got Cry Freedom and got an Oscar nomination. So it could have gone an entirely, you know, you never know. Mm-hmm. It could have gone, my whole career could have gone an entirely different way, well, in a different way.
Okay, Ms. Davis?
And all the Jewish people now be nice. Just making a point. But I was dead serious about that because they were laughing. Everything. Like, oh no, it's funny. They electrocute him and then I could just see the poster with me with a rope around my neck. You know, I just had dreams about it. Like,
I have a question.
That wacky guy they tried to kill.